There it works, finally. All right. Oh, we are live. Grrr! Greetings, humans. Greetings, and welcome back to another fun-filled episode. Bear here, 29-year veteran of the woods. Where the heck am I, man? What the heck's going on here? Trying to do a professional show for you good people. It is Bear, yes, yo, soy bear. 7 out of 8 TikTok women would agree they'd rather see a bear in the woods than a man in the woods. It is your 2024 Democrat presidential hopeful. Gotta get past that stinking Harris, people. Gosh dang it. Great. Great to have all of you here with us here today. Man, I kept hitting the button like, go live, go live, go live. Why is it gonna go live? It went live. So great to have all of you here with us here today. I want to thank everybody out there that got to check out the head-to-head. We did, a month and a half ago here on the live show. Was trying to clean off the old hard drive here and decided, hey, let's go ahead and put this up as a video. What the heck? Why not? Just kind of on a lurk. And a lot of people enjoyed it. So thank you. Thank you so much. If you checked it out, hit that thumbs up button for Barry. You'd appreciate it very much. And also subscribe. All that stuff. Anyways, great to have Melissa here. She says, sweet, I made it early. Finally. Thank you, Melissa. Hi, future bear. Wait, there's a future bear. Future Marc and present day P Money. Where the heck is P Money, for crying out loud? My campaign manager. We gotta get some delegates going on here, man. We only got like a couple days left here, for crying out loud. I'm way behind at the delegate count, but that's all right. You know, she may have Walt, but we got Fetterman here. The old lump. We've got hopefully Pennsylvania locked down. So great to have you here, Melissa. Great to have you here. Great to have all of you here today. But let's go ahead. Since Bear has it on his mind, let me find it here 1 second, people. Because got some great campaign updates for you good people, including Uncle E. 643,000. He made it over 5,000. All right, finally. 5,035 people. Bear is going to take credit for, what would that be, like 37 or 38 of those. Bear made the push about a week ago, and we finally got it. Finally got it here, people. So I'm going to take all of the credit he can out of that. Sounds like it's going to be wrapping up the end of the month, early next month sometime. So if you haven't got to check out number 3 here in Cyberfrog, go ahead, check it out before it's taken down. Hopefully he puts up another. I haven't paid attention in a while, so maybe there might be another cover out there. Let Bear know if there is, but hopefully there's going to be another cover. I think he only had the 24-hour one and I think 2 other ones. So really 2 that you can buy right now. So hopefully maybe another 1 or 2 to fill out that box, people. Gotta get that box going here. So congratulations, Uncle Lee. Congratulations. But we are here. Actually, the campaign is closed. I can't show you anymore, but Kit Carter, people, from Awesome Aaron. Kit to the printer. Kit to the printer. Kit to the printer. Sounds like something you would hear over the intercom at like a Walmart or something like that. Kit Carter to the printer. Kit Carter to the printer. Clean up on aisle 5. Clean up on aisle 5. There we go. Literally made it home from my vacation 2 minutes ago, P Money. Well, you need to get to work, for crying out loud. Campaign manager, we only got a scant couple days left before the convention. You know, Bear needs to get some delegates. I don't know. P Money, how many delegates do we have so far? I need to know. How far ahead or behind we are. We are definitely really far behind. There was a little shenanigans going on. Would you believe it? The Democrats cheated. I know, people. I'm shocked as well, but we at least got to have at least, I don't know, 50 or 60 delegates at this point so far. So If I count as a delegate, 1. Oh my God. Okay. Well, I don't know. You are Canadian, but sure, why not? You can be a delegate. What the heck? I mean, we got plenty of Mexican delegates, so why not, man? Why not? So, all right. Well, 1 down. About 1,000 or so to go. So we'll, slow and steady wins the race. Except for we need to pick it up because we only got a couple days left. So, all right. Well, yes. As Melissa asked, how was the trip? I hope it was well. P-Money, of course, during Bear's vital time here as a presidential candidate, decided to take a vacation. So if Bear does not get the nod here next week, I'm definitely going to blame P-Money. Definitely for all of his troubles out here. Crying out loud. All right, what the heck, man? Where are we? Kit Carter, people. He says, hey, everyone. Hey there. The book is at the printers. It's always a scramble putting the books and covers together for the printer. Making last-second adjustments to the corrections always gets a little nerve-wracking. We managed to push through on another project. I don't have a final date on when to expect the books, but as soon as I get one, I will let you know. The boldness, Aaron. For crying out loud. I have to color the stretch goal stickers. I'd send them off for printing, but all of the other extras, stretch goals, t-shirts, sketchbooks, posters, are all back from the printers and ready to go. Thank you for all your patience and continued support of Kit Carter Planet Doom and all the other Empire comic projects. So there we go. There is, I believe, the soft cover. I believe it's the soft cover version and the hardcover. Sorry, man. It's been a minute here for beer. I should have checked in on it before it closed here. But I think the lower one is the hardcover. And there you go. And I think they also had. Gosh, it's been a minute here, people. But I think he had the. Do I have it? The movie poster. Let me get rid of that. There we go. Well, let's see. Do I have a better one? Nope. Got that one. Where is the... Nope, not that one. Nope, not that one. All right, that's the only... I thought I had another one here. It got finished, but I'm not sure if that was a cover or if it was just a poster. It might just be a poster. Anyways, there you go, people. There you go. Hopefully you got yours. Bear let you know ahead of time. You didn't get it. It ain't on Bear, man. Ain't on Bear here. So there you go. Go check out Kit Carter. Well, you can't anymore. Wait for it. Buy it by the post office or the mailbox. Unless you're Timmy. Don't wait out there. Don't wait out. There might be bears out there. Gotta be careful. Gotta be careful, people. Here we go. P-Money says it was good, but man, a lot of flight delays. Hopefully you weren't flying on a Boeing aircraft. That'd be terrible, people. Definitely. Man, oh man. We actually have a Boeing story coming up here. But first, we actually have. Beer can find it here. Come on, man. Professional show. People are waiting on you, Beer. From Graham Nolan, people. He says, the books are in! Exclamation point. Hi, gang. Hello. Everything is complete and in-house, he says. Julie is finishing up prepping the goodie bags, and shipping will begin by the end of the week, people. The issues with the stickers have been resolved since I shot the video. We're good to go, he says. Can't wait to get these beauties in your hands. That's the best from Julie and Graham, people. Go check them out on the YouTubes if you so desire. Man, I tell you, we're getting books in. Little drought for a little while, at least for Bear, and then all of a sudden they picked. I still need to read Joe Frankenstein. So one of these days, Bear will find the time and get it done for you good people out here. Especially since people are enjoying the review of the one that we did a couple weeks back, a month or two back there, the Glorious Rex, and also Oh God, godlike. I literally tried to block godlike out of Bear's brain here, for crying out loud. It's like block it out, man. Block it out. I saw a little bit of the Well Reds channel that he was doing the review on it, and literally all the same points that Bear came up with like a month and a half ago. So, anyways, there we are. Moving on to Gary Shipman, people. He says you can get issues 1 through 9 of the Titan series on Kickstarter. Boo! Boo hiss. Anyway, so there you go. If you want to check it out in floppy, there you go, people. You can check them out. Pretty cool stuff. 1 through 9. So it's basically book 1, 2, and 3 here. Although he doesn't have the cover for the 9th book there. We'll get to it. Get to it eventually here. You can also get his 2024 sketchbook. Fund My Comic, finally. I'll have to put, let's see, did I have that in the description here? 1 second, people. No, I'll have to put that in. There, but yeah, go check it out. Kickstarter, right? Not Kickstarter, for crying out loud. Fund My Comic. Pardon me. Pardon Bear here. Had some delicious artichoke. It'd kind of be weird if you put an avocado on the grill. I had an artichoke on the grill. Delicious. Delicious stuff there, man. Still hungry. That's all right, though. Titan Volume 3, still available. Go check it out. Actually, we can check it out right now. Go check it out, people. Bear has been banging this drum longest time. Definitely one of the best books this year. Oops, not that one. Where am I? Titan. Oh my God, he got a backer. I will take credit for that as well. Take credit for that one as well. Congratulations, Gary. Good job, man. Good job. 13,569 people. There you go. All right. Good job, anonymous backer out there. Thank you for taking Bear's advice, finally. Yeah, definitely a book of the year so far. Book of the year. I just noticed you got a new video, Bear. I'll have to check it out tonight. Well, you're already in there, P-Money. We did it a month and a half ago. It was the Battle Royale live show that we did. Trying to remember. I think it was June 22nd. Was it June or July? A month and a half ago. So there you are, people. Anyways, you were already in there, P-Money. But yeah, go check it out. Watch the whole thing. Like, subscribe. Do I have another one? Like, subscribe. Ring the bell, people. I guess. I mean, what the heck? Why? It works like half of the time. The other half, whatever. Gary is rolling in the dough. Good to see you here, Jeff. Good to have you here. All right, we actually have kind of a split show here for you good people. I got two different ways to go about it here. We haven't done it in quite a while, but was thinking about doing a what we call the campaign review. So we're going to kind of go through Inglorious Rex 3, if you want to go check that one out, or just our regular news of the day, people. So let's do it this way. Let's do it where we have one will be campaign review, and two will be our regular news of the day. So go ahead, put that in. By the way, while we're waiting on that, Bear reminded himself, P-Money, just while you were here. Did I have it? 1 second here. P-Money was asking the last time. We were doing kind of an update on Deadpool and Wolverine and kind of how that compared to Avengers. So kind of the best Marvel movie to date up until Deadpool and Wolverine. So I wanted to do that here. Hello, Amy. Great to have you here. All right, let me find it. 1 second, P-Money. 1 second here. And let me bring you people in as well, for crying out loud. What am I doing? One of these days, people, a professional show. It will be today. I mean, literally screwed that up starting. So That's all right. Gosh, that is tiny to read. So tiny. Regular news is number 2, Amy. I will put you down for number 2. All right, so we are... Let me go back to this one here real quick. Yeah, here we go. They're already talking about aliens. So that might knock it off here, P-Money. We'll see. Let's see. 30 million. It made 506, and that's 19th day of release. I'm trying to find if that is domestic. I think it is. I could be wrong here, P-Money, but I think this is domestic. So what would that be? We'll just call it 3 weeks. We'll call it 3 weeks. We're kind of in the middle here. $506 million. So to compare here, let's see. Week 3. This is Box Office Mojo, by the way. Week 3. It had $80 million that week. So came off its high of $473 million. Next week, it had to go down to $186 million, and then it down to $80 million on week 3. It was still number 1, movie at that point. But yeah, there you go. Definitely, what was it? It was 30. Yeah, 30 million. So definitely below Avengers for sure. I think that's kind of a rotten comparison. I know there's a lot of cameos and everything, but. Yeah, a lot more build up to Endgame than there was to, Marvel Deadpool and Wolverine here. Let's see. To make 30, it would have been, let's just say week 5 is a comparison there. So between week 4 and week 5. So, anyways, I know all of you love numbers out here. So there you go. There is because it was asked, beer delivered here. Beer delivered. What a great portrait of a bear, people. Great portrait. Regular news, yeah, okay. Number 2, this is the most professional comic book review show hosted by a bear to date. That's true. That is definitely true, Amy. Thank you so much. All right, I guess we're all in agreement for number 2 out there. Let me just very quickly just run through it here real fast. Just to show people. Maybe we can do it another time. I may do this just as its own video. We haven't done it in quite a while. I just wanted to check it out because where did I put this? Here we go. There we go. Shane Davis, volume 3 of his Inglorious Rex comic book, 143,000. This is on his own website. So I'm not sure if that is combining both of Indiegogo and his own website, or if it's just the website. I think it's both. Out there. But if you want, it's down there in the description. His own website here. We talked about that, gosh, a while back, maybe about a year ago. Some of the artists doing their own websites and putting it out that way. Rather than Indiegogo. I actually tried to search for Inglorious Rex 3 on Indiegogo. I couldn't find it. Yeah, even search for Shane Davis, and it didn't come up. So there you go. Anyways, you can go check it out on his own website. There, he's got all... one of the things he's got way too many items here. It kind of needs to consolidate quite a bit. But $25, volume 3, September 2025. So next year, people, if you want to go check that out. All right, let me get out of that because you people asked, and Bear will deliver. 1 second, where is it? Gosh dang it. What did I do, man? Oh, for crying out loud, where did it go? God dang it. There it is. There we go. I'm stuck on Avengers. There we go. There we go. Oh, and update number 2. At the end of the last show, we devolved into, let me get back to it. We devolved into Mickey D's talk about their new hamburger. I don't know, P-Money, have you had a chance to do the old, what was it called? The Big Arch? You got a chance to do the Big Arch just yet? There is going to be doing a review of some of the fast food hamburger places. kind of have decided. I was trying to decide how to do it as like a video series. I'm thinking about doing it as a short with the vertical shooting. I think that would help with the shooting and also, how much do you want? How long do you want to watch Bear eat something is kind of the question. So putting it as a minute long or something like that, it kind of consolidates it down just a little bit. So I'm thinking about doing that. Maybe go and recording a couple of. I want to have a couple of them kind of put up kind of back to back. So it might be a week or two before Bear kind of gets to some of putting it up there. But I haven't forgotten, people. In fact, this week went to the Mickey D's and checked out, what was it? The Quarter Pounder. I was looking for the special one with the bacon and all that stuff. They didn't have it there, for crying out loud. I don't know why. Tried the quarter, but shocked Bear. Usually just goes with the regular small hamburger, and the Quarter Pounder was like, it was like a supersized version of the little hamburger. I was like, oh, that's interesting. It was fine. It was okay. I could have used some more pickles. I should have asked for more pickles, but it's fine. It was all right. 6.5, I say. Something like that. It wasn't bad. Wasn't bad at all. Let's see. It was actually better than a big... Oh, he did! In Ontario. Tried the art. Oh, holy cow. P-Money says, yeah, while I was in Ontario, I tried the arch. It was actually better than a Big Mac. Amy is shocked as Bear. Shocked. Is it better than a Tim Hortons? I guess that is the question. Yeah, for some reason, McDonald's decided to put their new hamburger here in foreign markets to try them out. It's their biggest. Was it as big as they're claiming? P-Money, is it like a huge burger out there? How did you like the onions? The crispy onions out there, and the sauce. They had like a special sauce. We demand answers. P-Money, answers are demanded. Gosh dang it. Crying out loud. Anyhow. I didn't notice it being much bigger than a Big Mac. Interesting. Okay. All right. Well, again, I couldn't even try the, whatever the one with the bacon on it. The Quarter Pounder with bacon and whatever sauce. Like barbecue sauce or something. They didn't have it. Gosh dang it. I was just going to try it to see how it was. But, yeah, we'll see. We'll see if Bear ever gets it in a locale near him. Cheese and sauce were the winners, but P-Money did not care for the bun. Okay. I guess that's poppy seeds on there. I don't know why you'd want to put poppy seeds on there. That's kind of odd. Does seem just a little bit odd, but whatever. Hey, look, maybe they'll take it and adjust it there. But yeah, there we go. The sauce was a winner. Excellent. Brand new sauce. Can't do cheese though. So intolerant of cheese, people. Anyhow, we were talking space also the last time, so let's bring it back around and talk a little bit more. Great, now I'll fail a drug test at work. I'm sorry, P-Money. That's all right. You can always quit your job and become, the campaign manager for Bear, which you should be doing already. We need more than one delegate, for crying out loud. Anyways, a new report finds Boeing's rockets are built with an unqualified workforce. Gee. No way. From Ars Technica and Eric. Speaking of burgers, Eric Berger. I did not plan that, people. Not at all. The NASA program to develop an upper stage for the Space Launch System is 7 years behind schedule and way over budget. What? No, shocking. New report from the Space Agency's Inspector General finds. However, beyond these headline numbers, there's some eye-opening information about the project's prime contractor, Boeing, and its poor quality control practices. I hope, P-Money, you were flying on an Airbus. The new exploration upper stage, a more powerful second stage for the SLS rocket, made its debut in late 2022. Viewed by NASA as a key piece of its Artemis program. Kind of a bigger version of the Apollo. And to return humans to the moon. Current plan calls for the use of this upper stage, beginning with the second lunar landing that Artemis... Help me out here, people. 4? We'll go with 4. A mission currently scheduled 2028. Now it's slipped many, many, many times. In NASA parlance, the upgraded version of the SLS rocket known as Block 1B. However, for many reasons, including the readiness of lunar landers, the lunar gateway, mobile launch tower, yada, 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 it's all behind schedule. If these geniuses were in charge back in the 60s, we still would have been on the launch pad. We wouldn't have made it to the moon. Hell, freaking, Mexico might have beaten us by now. Maybe even Canada. God, perish the thought. NASA is unlikely to hold that date. Now, based on new information, in this new report, we can probably add the upper stage to the list as well. Found an array of issues that could hinder the Block 1B's readiness for Artemis 4, including Boeing's inadequate quality management system, escalating costs and schedules, inadequate visibility in the project, yada, 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 which you can check out. Let me find it here. There we go. And see, it just keeps slipping. Back in 2016, we're going to get it there in 2021. You could count on us. We're Boeing. A little while later in 2021, well, you can count on us in 2023. We got you. 2 years later, it's happening, people. Later, a couple months later, maybe it might be 2025. We'll see. Another year later, well, hey, listen. We got this on track for 2026, no doubt. We're Boeing. We know what we're doing. A little while later in 2023, well, hey, you remember that year? We're add another year to that. It'll take a little bit longer. A little bit longer. Just a little bit. The new report predicts that Block 1B's development costs will reach $5.7 billion before it ultimately launches, which is $700 million more than NASA formally established just last December. Which, just a reminder for you people, it was supposed to be a very simple, hey, we're going to take some of the knowledge that we had from the Apollo program and some of the hardware that we had left over from the space shuttle. We're going to combine it all together because, man, that's going to be easy peasy. Back to the moon before you know it. Back to the moon before anybody else can. Well, maybe not. Maybe not. NASA initially predicted development cost would be $962 million back in 2017. However, it now will actually cost $2.8 billion. Just a minor rounding error there. Or 3 times the original estimates. 3 times, people. However, the increased cost will benefit Boeing, since this is a cost-plus contract that pays for all of Boeing's expenses, plus a fee. This may be help while... let me try that again. This may help explain why a development program that was originally supposed to be completed 3 years ago in 2021 is not likely to be finished until 4 years from now at the earliest. Congratulations. Congrats. That's probably fine. Cheap out the labor. No chance they are cheating out on materials and not reporting. Not at all. A finest immigrant labor that we can find. How much did getting to the moon cost the first time? I don't know, but it probably wasn't $2.8 billion. I can probably guarantee you that. It wasn't cheap. But we were learning it the first time. Nobody had been to the moon before. We thought it was made of cheese. So, I mean, it took a little bit, but once we figured that out, it's like, oh, okay, now we know how to get to the... So this was all supposed to be, hey, we have all this knowledge. We know how to get to the moon. We know how to build a rocket, for crying out loud. Make it a little bit bigger. That's about it. Reuse some of the stuff from the space shuttle. We've already paid for it. Easy peasy. The damn thing can't even land on a barge like SpaceX does. $2.8 billion. Maybe they went to the moon on Coupon Day. Maybe, people. Well, from the moon, a little bit further out, people, we're talking about, gosh dang it, Bear, for crying out loud, professional show. I was going to say getting your butt to Mars, but, gosh dang it, professional show. Anyways, from the New York Post, and Reuters, whatever, what the heck, man, I don't know. Ocean with life-giving liquid water has been found on Mars, people, in a stunning discovery. Stunning, people. It's stunning. I'm stunned. I don't know about the rest of you. A study released Monday using data from NASA's Mars InSight. I see what you did there. A lander shows evidence of liquid water far below the surface of the fourth planet from the sun, advancing the search for life there and showing what might have happened to Mars's ancient oceans, people. The lander, which has been on the red planet since 2018. Holy cow, that's been a while. Been quite a minute there. Here we go. There is Mars. Look at all red. Measured seismic data over 4 years, examining how Mars quakes shook the ground and determining what material or substances were beneath the surface. Is the water drinkable? Should they start bottling it? Maybe. Get your water from Mars. Apparently, Total Recall is coming true. Who knows? So there's decent surfing on Mars. Not quite. You got to dig down just a little bit, but I will continue. Based on the data, the researchers found liquid water was most likely present deep beneath the lander. Water considered essential for life, and geological studies showed the planet's surface had lakes, rivers, and oceans, people, well over 3 billion years ago. Just a slight ways back there. On Earth, what we know is where it's wet enough, and there are enough sources of energy, there is microbial life very deep in Earth's subsurface, said one of the authors. The ingredients for life as we know it exist in the Martian subsurface, if these interpretations are correct. And we had a story, 2 weeks ago, talking about Venus. It was just joking around. I was like, what happens when the life on Venus and the life on Mars get together to take out the people of Earth? But holy cow, there is. Maybe, possibly. The study found that large reservoirs of liquid water in fractures 7.15 miles deep. That would be 11.5 kilometers, P-Money, for you people that do that. There you go. Beneath the surface best explain the InSight's measurements. It notes that the volume of liquid water predicted beneath the surface is more than the water volumes proposed to have filled hypothesized ancient Martian oceans. There's a lot of water down there, people, in Mars. I mean, it's deep. It's really deep. Really, really, really deep down there. I mean, okay, first you got to get off of Earth, which Boeing ain't going to help you with. And then you got to get to Mars. Got to get your butt to Mars. Then you got to land safely. Then you got to dig, 5 miles? 7 miles deep. And then you might hit some water. Maybe, possibly. On Earth, groundwater infiltrated from the surface to deep underground. We expected this process to have occurred on Mars as well when the upper crust was warmer than it was today. There's no way to directly study the water that deep beneath the surface. Gotta drill, baby, drill. What happens if they find oil on Mars? Oh my God. But the authors said the results have implications for understanding Mars's water cycle, determining the fates of past surface water, searching for past or extinct life, and assessing in situ resource utilization for future missions. They're going to take that water, man. The studies, whose authors are blah, 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 and so, was published in the week of August 12th. We got on it, people. In the Proceedings of the National Academy of Sciences, we're all subscribed there. They say, I'm inspired and hope the public is inspired as well. Humans can work together to put instrument on a planet and try and understand what's going on there. And maybe one day, people, maybe one day. So they're guessing. Well, maybe. I mean, look, none of us are on Mars. I mean, you got to take your best guess here. But, I mean, why not? What the heck, man? Send a drilling platform to Mars and let's drill, baby, drill. Let's find some water. Once you do, man, oh man, that makes living on Mars a whole lot easier. That was the whole plot of the Schwarzenegger movie there. He's gotta get his butt to Mars. They were gonna drill. Well, they had ancient aliens, I suppose, that already drilled, but they were gonna terraform Mars. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. I agree, Amy. I also agree. Yes, indeed. Hey, if the Democrat Party doesn't work, Bear, run for president of Mars. I don't know. I could maybe do a prime minister there in Canada. Take out the old black guy there. I mean, Canadians would vote for a Bear, right? I mean, that would be an honor of a lifetime, wouldn't it? I'm not going to vote for the other guy. I'm voting for that Bear. He's got good policies, eh? I need to work on my A's and I don't know. The other Canadian euphemisms. I need to eat at a Tim Hortons. I need to figure out how to say Tim Hortons. There you go. All right, P-Money. When you were on vacation, and again, I don't want to get into marital distress out here, but when you were on vacation, P-Money, did you happen to buy the lovely Mrs. P-Money? Did you happen to buy her a statue? I mean, that is the only way, apparently, to save a marriage. You gotta buy, and forget about this Mars stuff, going to Mars. No, man. If you are a billionaire today, people, you forget the Mars. Mars is so, 2020, going into space. Yuck. Come on, man. Nope. We need to spend all of our money on a statue, people. Mark Zuckerberg, unveils a giant statue of his wife, Priscilla Chan. Husbands everywhere, P-Money, are shaking. Are you shaken? Are you shaken, sir? You should be. From the New York Post, and Richard Polina. Happy wife, happy life. A tech mogul, the Zuck, has gone above and beyond to express his admiration for his wife, Priscilla Chan. Wait a minute, shouldn't it be Priscilla Zuckerberg? Yeah, whatever. Gifting her an enormous sculpture depicting her likeness in a nod to Roman tradition. I hope it's not hideous, asks Amy. Well, just picture in your mind the Zuckerberg wife as a statue. Just picture it. We'll get to that. We'll get to that. Please be halfway decent. Oh, Amy, believe me, if it was halfway decent, we wouldn't be talking about it. Chan, 39. How dare you ask that woman her age? Wore a pink robe next to the massive turquoise. Well, why are we talking about it? Let's just jump right into it, man. Let's check out, see what we got here, people. All right, you've had, picture in your mind, people. Picture in your mind, you're going to give your wife a statue of herself. All right, we ready? 3, 2, 1. Chan, 39, wore a pink robe next to the massive turquoise statue, which features a wind-blown silver garment that seemingly resembles angels' wings as she sips from a mug that complements the sculpture's past but vibrant blue-green color. The Facebook founder shared that he commissioned the world-renowned sculptor and artist, Daniel Arsham, who's famously collaborated with brands like Tiffany and Pokemon. To create this piece. Yeah, I mean, Tiffany and Pokemon, sure. I've joked about Pokemon. Which one is the statue, SP Money? Well, yeah, they should have just had the statue of her just drinking a cup of coffee in a bulky wardrobe. I've joked about making a sculpture for her for years, he says. The Zuckerberg says. When the opportunity to work with Arsham came up, I finally did it, he says. Oh, you did it, all right. Oh, you did it. Arsham's creation for the Meta CEO's wife appears to be made of crystal and volcanic ash. Oh. Similar to the sculpture the artist created for an exhibition at the Venice Church Cesare di Santa Cantorini in September. Since posting the picture, which has amassed over 170,000 likes. And if you didn't like it, people, the Zuck knows where you live. Since Tuesday morning, many applauded Zuckerberg for honoring his wife with the, quote, thoughtful gift. Husbands everywhere are shaking, commented one. Setting the bar high for all the husbands out there in the Marky Poo. Marky Poo? Marky Poo. I have no idea. Was literally about to buy the same thing for my wife. Now I have to pivot, joked another. The tradition of sculpting women, especially wives, was based on the Roman ideal of pitas. I thought that was a sandwich, which emphasizes duty, loyalty, and devotion to family, the gods, and the state, according to the Roman Empire Times. We're all subscribed to that. The outlet shared that a wife's sculpture often represented her embodiment of those virtues, publicly showcasing her moral integrity, fertility, and loyalty to her husband and family. All in a statue, apparently. The wealthiest families in Rome could afford to commission these statues, emphasizing valued qualities in Roman society. Yeah, I already read that. The price of this piece remains a secret. I'm willing to guess it's not 99 cents, though. The billionaire couple first met at a college party in 2003 at Harvard. They tied the knot at an outdoor ceremony in May of 2012. Wow, took you a while. At their home in Palo Alto, California, 3 years before having their first child. Later, the couple would welcome daughters August and Aurea, and their first child, Maxima. I think he has a little Roman fetish going on here, people. I think it's kind of weird. Last month, Zuckerberg and Chan were seen gushing over Indian billionaire Anant Ambani's $1 million watch during an opulent pre-wedding bash. Yada, yada, yada. Blah, blah, blah. Who cares? Who cares? Who cares when we got statues like this, people? Statues. Now, I didn't catch the Daniel Arsham, world-renowned sculptor. Hold on, let me just look this up just in case. Look it up. I don't think he is Asian, but I could be wrong. An American artist. I'm assuming. Wait. I think her face is kind of weird. It's kind of odd. It looks kind of weird in the statue there. I'm not quite sure about that. I don't know. Green like the inhabitants of Zuckerberg's home planet. Just like that. Here, human, here is my statue of my wife with gold, and it's green. Yay. How is he going to top it next year? I got to drill for water in Mars, apparently. You gotta send it to Mars, I guess. When I said I wanted something you would remember me by, I meant an engraved piece of jewelry, says P Money. Well, you better be saving up now, because once Mrs. P Money watches the show, she's going to demand her own statue. Her own statue of Mrs. P Money out there. Yes, indeed. Marc wants a statue of himself in jade. Which one is the statue, asks P Money. The right one is more lifelike. Aw, how terrible. How terrible. I have a statue of my wife looking the way I most often see her, in disappointment of her husband. Aw, man. I tell you. Actually, no, a statue of me in diamonds, because they are forever, says Marc. Well, that's going to be either a very tiny statue or a very expensive statue. One or the other. One or the other, people. A Taco Bell gift card, says Amy. There we go. Gotta get the runs for the border. The old runs for the border. Jiminy's here. Congratulations, sir. Welcome back. Welcome. Glad to have you here, sir. P Money kept wondering if you're still with us after Debbie. I didn't think you guys got hit too hard on the East Coast there, but I hope you're doing okay. We had our power go out for a little bit, but that was about it. It's fine. Money is not a problem for Marc. Oh, okay. Well, diamonds it is. Diamonds it is. Jiminy, we're talking about the statue that Mark Zuckerberg commissioned for his wife. I mean, it looks great, doesn't it? Looks great. I mean, beautiful, right? Look at that. That's a beautiful statue, I guess. Terrible. P-Money is, Jiminy is fine. Pardon me, burping here. My sister on the West Coast got the brunt of it. Yeah, Sarasota got flooded. I mean, they didn't even get hit. They just got all that rain. We got hit, but it wasn't, all the rain was down south. We got, we got a good amount of rain, but it wasn't, it was mainly wind, really. We just had a bunch of, limbs, more limbs than trees and stuff like that down. But we were fine. It's fine. Been through worse. It didn't strike Bear with lightning this time. I hoping to be able to speak Spanish or Portuguese or something. It's fine. It's fine. But glad to have Jiminy here. Which, by the way, we've been been meaning to get our official Blackman here. Jiminy, I have a question. It might be a little dated here, but we were trying to figure out a couple weeks ago, since Bear is running for the Democrat ticket coming up here, main rival Kamala Harris. We were wondering. We did her genealogical thing, found out, yeah, she's from Jamaica, by way of Ireland. Had the slaves on Jamaica there. We're trying to figure out, Kamala black or not. We need our official black man out here to tell us here. Need to go figure that out. Let's see. I've gotten Jiminy to make individual drawings for my wife. I think that meant more to her than a statue would. That's true. A Jiminy cricket drawing is great. In fact, one of the very few that Bear has hanging up in the old cave here. Gosh, do I have... I don't have it. Well, we saw what happened the last time Bear did the live show, so we'll show it the next time. But I had a great drawing from Jiminy, so yeah, I totally agree. Totally agree with that. Kamala is not black. It is official, people. Very official now. She is not at all black. You don't need to go to a barber shop to figure that out. We can figure that out right here. So that's funny. You've got too much money when you can burn thousands. You think thousands? You think it's just in the thousands? I mean, it is silver. Maybe silver coated, but it is silver. Probably tens, if not hundreds of thousands, I think. Pretty sure about that. You know you've got too much money. We can burn thousands of dollars on a dopey statue of your life. I read that as dopey wife. A dopey statue of your wife in the backyard. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Indian and Irish, says Amy. There you go. We've concluded that. Jiminy with the fist bump. There we go. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. So there is your... She calls herself Priscilla Chan instead of Priscilla Zuckerberg. But there you go. There is your statue of the day, people. Yes, indeed. Marc is leaving. He's got to go to work. Or leaving work, rather, and driving home. Well, drive safe, Marc. Drive safe. It's great to have you here with us here. Always enjoy your company, sir. Always enjoy. Yes, indeed. All right. Did I... Listen, I had this other one. I've been looking into... Like, I never knew who Blake Lively was. I was like, I've heard the name, but I don't know really, like, who she is or whatever. We were talking about the last time. It ends with us. It's a romantic drama, I suppose. Briefly took the lead from Deadpool and Wolverine. I was like, okay, all right, that's fine and everything. There is a complete and whole backstory behind this movie, and oh my God, people, it is tabloid worthy. I had no idea all the background stuff going on. I was trying to remember the Olivia Wilde movie from last year. That had some crazy stuff going on. This is just incredible. It's interesting. Yeah, I know she is her wife, but I was like, what is she famous for? I had no idea. A gossip girl, apparently, in a number of failed movies, and that's it. And apparently she's got a big following on Instagram. That's about her claim to fame. I'm like, oh, okay, this Blake... Apparently... She has a really good publicist, because apparently this lady is like an Uber Karen. I had no idea. So this fella here, Justin Baldoni, he bought the rights to this book. It Ends With Us. Gosh, maybe 10 years ago or so. Nobody was buying female romantic dramas. He took a chance. Handsome fella here. Took a chance. He says, I'm buying the rights. Had a production company come up and get together with Sony to make the movie. And he also stars in the movie as well with Blake Lively. Now he's had to hire Johnny Depp's crisis PR vet as rumor mill swirls around filmmakers' stars rift with Blake Lively. She is the one to blame, apparently. This poor fella, he's just trying to make a movie, and oh my God, the Twitter army came down on this poor fella like a ton of bricks. Holy moly. He's getting into a conflict with Deadpool's wife. Risky behavior, says people. I know, yeah, but she literally is like a Uber Karen out there. I literally had never followed this lady's career, had no... Like, I don't care about Blake Lively. Never cared. But holy cow, people, this is quite interesting. Ends With Us filmmaker star Justin Baldoni hired a... we read about that. As rumors ramp up about the locking of hordes between the Pix star and producer Blake Lively and him. Baldoni's Wayfair Studios co-financed $25 million. It made $50 million on its first weekend. So... they did really well. He took a chance. Definitely took a chance with this lady. Co-financed it. Went in with Sony. Did a great job. He bought the rights to the novel. Pick over-indexed at the box office. $15 million projected. They did $50 million. Congratulations. However, in the walk-up to the Pix opening, rumors began to swirl, particularly among fans on TikTok. I knew it. There was a big fight between Baldoni and Lively. Fans pointed to a myriad of examples. They didn't take photos together at the August 6th New York City premiere. Ooh. And Lively didn't follow Baduni on social. The worst. Literally the worst ever. In the film, Baduni plays the abusive lover, so it's not a comedy, people. It's a lively character. Sometimes actors achieve their best chemistry on screen, or not, by ingesting the adjective off-screen or by going all method. I don't think that's what happened here. Sources close to the film tell us that the duo did not get along much in the way of people who work together in a daily job. Also didn't get along. Yeah, you already said that. There's been chatter over Lively rolling up her sleeves, taking charge in the editing room. That's not her job, by the way. She was certainly a force to be reckoned with in regards to the Pic's dynamite social media marketing campaign. You just have to be on your couch and type into TikTok or Twitter or whatever. Not only directing the creative, but appearing in most of it as well. Reynolds apparently did punch up a balcony scene. This is the interesting part. In the movie, though some counter those lines are also in the 2016 Hoover novel as well. I wish she worked for us full time, one Sony insider said about Lively's fingerprints on the film. So God, this is terrible. And let me find it here. Let me find it here. 1 second here, people. Let's see. Gosh dang it. 1 second. Let me get this right. I need to look up this person's name. 1 second here, people. Where is it? Come on, Bear! Special show. Oh, okay. All right. Let's see. What was her name? Yep, she's a megalomaniac. Here we go. Christy Hall. Christy Hall. She is the screenwriter for this movie here. Adapted, of course, adapted. So they were asking the script writer on a you really don't get a whole lot of as the writer. You're like maybe right there at, catering or something like that. Best boy. They really don't get the love that they should be. But they had her, the scriptwriter, in kind of a press junket there. So she got asked. She got asked about this scene that they're talking about here, the balcony scene. So apparently the scene was all written. They came in and they improvised a bunch of stuff. And that was the biggest scene in the movie, the scene that everybody talks about. So they're asking the screenwriter about that. And she's like, I didn't write it. I wrote it, but it got changed. And then they did improvisation. And, it was great and all. I'm really thrilled. Blake Lively is taking credit for this. She's taking credit for writing this little scene in there. She's taking all this credit from this scriptwriter that, gets paid a little bit of money, but not anywhere close to Blake Lively money, for crying out loud. So, I mean, she was, what did she say? Let me find it here. Let's see. When I saw the cut, I was like, oh, that's cute. They must have been a cute improvised thing. So if I'm being told that Ryan wrote that, then great. How wonderful. That's very diplomatic of her, where, you really need to, this Blake Lively lady, she's no bueno at all. So again, she's doing this with the script writers. We'll go on here. There's more loose lips about the alleged conflict between Lively and Baduni. That said, Baduni in recent interviews gave props to the Gossip Girl alum that she'd been the prime candidate to direct any future installments of It Ends With Us. So the guy that bought it, directed it, starred in it, said, I had such a horrible time working with this she-devil. Go right ahead. You can direct it if you want. You think you're hot stuff out there, lady? You go direct it. You go right ahead. I'm out. Forget it. I'm out of here. I'm walking. Walking a lot. Yeah, I know they improvise a lot, but she's taken credit for essentially writing the entire script when she only improvised a scene. So they asked the scriptwriter about it, and the scriptwriter was like, yeah, they did a really good job. I mean, that's cute and all. Congratulations. I mean, that's taking somebody's thunder away. The one job that they had to do. It's like saying she directed the movie, or she did all the catering because she brought cupcakes one day. No, taking kind of credit for all this stuff. Some have compared the headline to Irenee of Lively and Bedoni to that of Gossip, which round. Don't worry, darling. That's the one. That's the one with what's her face in there? Olivia Wilde. Anyways, some crazy stuff that is going on. He had to hire a PR expert to keep all the crazy weirdo cat ladies from just tearing them asunder there on TikTok or whatever. So we'll keep an eye on this. We'll keep an eye on crazy old Blake Lively. I had no real rhyme or reason. I was like, who the hell is Blake Lively? What is she famous for? Gossip Girl. Oh, what was that, like 15 years ago? And I'm married to an actor. Ooh la la. Ooh, cupcake, says Amy. So anyways, there we are. There is that. Let's see. So a movie about relationship conflicts has its cast and crew having relationship conflicts, says P-Money. Yes. It's ironic, don't you think? Isn't it ironic? All right, I had two others, but we're getting a little late here. I may save this for another day here. We had kind of an interesting here from Deadline. Of course, blaming the people of England for saying, hey, all this immigration stuff might not be a great idea. Now they're blaming them. South Asians. We got to worry about the South Asians. I may do this. It's a long article here. I don't want to go through all of it. But once again, if you don't hate the media, you don't hate them enough. Gosh dang it. Also, we had an interesting one from the Israeli Times. Just kind of keeping an eye on what's going on over there. Interesting stuff. This dude was talking about the war going on over there. Interesting stuff there, but might save that for this next show coming up here, because gosh dang it, Bear's getting a little bit hungry. Gosh, I had a little bit of artichoke and need some more, people. Need some more. Life imitating art. That's true. Definitely true. Oh, Blake Lively. I had no idea. Like, who the hell is Blake Lively? What is she known for? Apparently, she's a giant Karen. She's got a really great PR. Like, oh, look at Blake Lively. Oh, she's hanging out with Taylor Swift. Whoop-de-doo. Who cares? I don't care. Don't care at all. Tries to take credit for everything. Gosh dang it. People. I tell you, man. Anyways, I want to thank everybody out here for checking out. If you haven't already, we did a review of not only Inglorious Rex, but also Godlike. And we have that up as its own little video. So if you weren't here a month and a half ago or so, go check that out. Give Bear a like. You'd appreciate it. If you want to check out either of those books, if you don't know anything about either of those books, go check it out. It's not really spoiled or anything, but you'll find some interesting stuff going on with both of the books. We saw it earlier. Inglorious Rex 3 is already out. For some reason, I have no idea, John Malin's going to go back with Godlike number 2. Yay. I would definitely not recommend unless he brings in a completely different author or story person, because it was a little bit confusing. Just a tiny bit there. A tiny bit there. P-Money is heading to bed early. He is exhausted. Well, I want to thank P-Money, Amy, and Melissa. Of course, Jiminy Cricket joining us. Let's see, Jeff as well. Marc, already left, but drive safe, sir. All of our Russian bots and lurkers. Let's see, did I miss anybody? I don't think so. All of our Russian bots and lurkers. We do appreciate each and every one of you. Try and do this every Wednesday and Saturday nights. 8 o'clock, be there or be squared, people. Amy, I will see you over on the Drawn and Quartered a little bit later on. You guys, you guys did a great job the last time, but I don't know, whatever was going on with the video the last time, it affected Bear. It locked up Bear, and completely had to restart everything. So it did look good. I would have thumbs up, but I screwed up on beer. I don't know what the heck's going on. But anyways, thank you all so very much. But you know what? All this talk about portraits of a bear somehow has made Bear hungry. So he's going to head back into the woods. So until next time, people, grrr. Night, everybody.